I'm from America, and my wife is from Taiwan. When our son was 3, my family moved from a bustling city in Taiwan to a tiny town nestled deep into the mountains of Hokkaido, Japan. We arrived in Hidaka 10 years ago. It was, and still is, a place filled with warm, welcoming people and beautiful, pristine nature. The 3 years that we lived in Hidaka were extremely meaningful and memorable for my family. It was the perfect place for our son to grow up in. We love the community that continues to welcome us back with open arms even after all these years. It really is not just the place, it's the people. I've never shot an episode here before, but I could certainly shoot many. When all is said and done, I'm sure that I will. So everyone, welcome to my Japanese hometown of Hidaka. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I am Sean Keenan, and today we are visiting Hidaka-cho. Here, I'm at my friend's rafting company. This is HOA, Hokkaido Outdoor Adventure. And tomorrow we're going to be doing a zip line through the trees, over the river, through the woods, and to Grandma's house we go. If you're looking for adventure in Hokkaido, this is your first stop. Backcountry skiing, kayaking, rafting, canyoning, you name it, they do it. I'll leave a link in the description below, and you can check it out if you like. I'm going to go in, make some dinner. We're going to have some good times tonight, have some good laughs, and tomorrow, let's start fresh in the morning. Right, hey, good morning. It is 4 o'clock in the morning, and I am in the car warming it up, and just as I was stepping outside, it began to snow lightly. Now, only lasted a few minutes, but now I'm hoping that where we're going to shoot this morning, there's going to be a little bit of snow accumulation. Nice contrast between the snow or frost and those beautiful colors of autumn. It's just after 5 in the morning. Sunrise is probably in about 20 minutes, 30 minutes. And you can see all around me is just covered in this beautiful mist. Now, as the sun is rising, the colors are going to start coming out a bit more. That mist is going to rise. So I have about 3 hours before I have to be back for the zip line. And I am going to just explore around this area. The riverside is over there. There's a mountain. I'm not sure if we can see it through the mist here, but there's a ridge line that runs along here, and just at the base of that is the river. So I'm going to go down and explore there, but first I'm going to look in here. Do you see these birch trees here? I'm going to look in here and see if I can discover a nice composition. There's another composition right over here, this one right here, that I'm going to take a look at. So let's get started. All right, so I am trying for my very first time in this channel intentional camera movement, and I have this stand of birch trees. It's a cluster of them with some yellow leaves on the right hand side, some red leaves on the left hand side. And I'm just playing with some movement, and I think a vertical movement is really what it's called for. And I'm just at F9, about half a second to a second. And yeah, I'm quite enjoying some of the images that are coming through. Now it's just a matter of trying a few and seeing which one I like the best. So as I got closer, yeah, I didn't like this shot so much. This cluster of trees right here. So I am gonna head down to the river, and I still have a really thick layer of mist and fog down there. So I think I have a unique opportunity for some misty autumn photos. And I've got maybe another 20 to 30 minutes before the sun hits the ridgeline over there. Now I'm in a bit of a valley here. There's the ridgeline over there and one behind me to the right over here. So even though the sun has already hit the horizon line, it's going to be a bit before it hits that ridgeline there. And I'm going to have soft light, nice even soft light until that happens. And this mist won't lift until the sun hits it as well. So fingers crossed I can find a couple more shots as the clock winds down until I need to meet everybody for the zip line. I'm standing in the middle of the river. My tripod is precariously balanced on a few rocks, and I'm looking downriver, and there's a bridge, a dam with water flowing out. The river is just slightly misted, and actually most of the mist in front of me has dissipated. The mist behind me is still, whoa, let's watch my step. The mist behind me is still clinging on in some areas, but let me turn you around and show you what I'm looking at. So there's the bridge, and you can see just slightly off into the distance is the dam. And I have framed up an image with the bridge in the top left-hand corner of my frame. You can see there's a dead tree that has fallen down into the river on the right. That's kind of in my bottom third. And there's this lovely tree that's pushing down over into the river area in a tight crop. The sun has just hit the valley. Everything is illuminated in beautiful color. I'm going to head back that way one more time and see if I can get a shot with a little bit of the mist still clinging on. Autumn photography is a slice of heaven, and I could just sit here for hours and watch scenes like this without my camera. I put on a polarizing filter and set up to shoot across the river, and I focused on a cluster of trees with several white birch trees peeking through. I love the color and the texture, and while the polarizer actually cut through the mist, I love this image too. It's amazing how conditions change so dramatically. Now, when I arrived this morning, this was completely covered with mist. And then about 10 minutes ago, you saw everything was just basked in this beautiful morning yellow light. And only 10 minutes later, the mist is gone, the light is gone, and I'm here scratching my head because I've got 30 more minutes and I'd love to get one more image before I go. So I might take a quick gander down in this direction and see what I can find. But this might be it. Fingers crossed I can get one more. Some mist has come back in onto the mountainside here. And there was one dead tree out, just jet black against the misty background. And I quickly threw down my tripod, tried to eye it up, and threw off a shot. I'm not sure if it's what I was looking for, but the mist is still moving across the mountain, and the way that the light is coming through, it's really interesting. So I'm taking a series of shots as the mist is moving across the mountain. Let's see if that little tree comes out again. I am going to take a shot right there. Yeah, I quite like this, guys. And I think I'll be happy to call it a day after this. I'm going to head back to the car. I've probably got about a half an hour walk and then about a 35-40 minute ride. So I'm going to take you along with me on the zip line. If you're game, stick around and we'll see what the zip line's all about. On the way back, I was surprised that some snow was still clinging to the top of a little mountain. I pulled to the side of the road and fired away. I'm really happy with how this turned out, considering I just took it from the side of the road. So another little pocket of snow and frost with the autumn leaves. So I stopped, pulled to the side of the road, jumped out of the car. Lots of trucks and cars on this road. So I decided to not do a little introduction and just jump back in the car and be on my way. I've got 10 more minutes to go. Thanks, Juna. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and share, and I'll see you next time.